Hey, what's going on everyone? Matthew from TheRightTrader.com back here with another cryptocurrency video. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about Cartel Coin. I will be reviewing their project and their ICO, which actually starts in 6 days and 11 hours. I'll leave a link to their website at the top of the description of this video, and definitely check them out if you're interested. But let's get right into what Cartel Coin is all about. The Cartel Chain is a forward-looking iterative blockchain project, single-minded in its initiative to streamline e-commerce via an ease-of-use exchange powered by a robust compendium of tailored smart contracts delivered on a trustless chain. And what does it solve exactly? Well, due in large part to valueless intermediaries as gatekeepers, the distribution of consumer goods is fragmented, disjointed, and in desperate need of consolidation. So by deploying smart contracts and exploiting the transparent and secure nature of the blockchain, Cartel Chain can remove the glaring inefficiencies in the supply chain and bridge the existing divide between manufacturers and consumers. So just to recap what that's all about, basically the traditional, consumer to business model is very disjointed, like they say, in the sense that there's all these additional steps that get passed on from when the product is actually made at a low price, and all these different steps to bring it to the consumer add on a huge additional value to the price, which doesn't really need to be there, right? And what ends up happening is a bunch of waste, a bunch of pollution, CO2 pollution, and higher prices for the consumer. It's basically just an inefficient model when you really think about it. And what Cartel is doing here is utilizing smart contracts, utilizing the efficiencies of the blockchain to fix those problems in a very simplistic manner. Right? This isn't anything complicated. And their vision is very realistic as well. They're trying to get things moving quickly, and it's something that can already be in use today. So as you can see, the company envisions a seamless e-commerce continuum wherein a zero-knowledge protocol exists between buyers and sellers, basically trustless, secure environment. Now, let's take a look at the cartel effect. Millions of users from around the world all collectively buy simultaneously via cartel from the comfort of their own home. Goods are sent directly from the manufacturer at a fraction of the price. Less of the planet's resources are consumed, and everyone gets to enjoy the products they need, and they get them at the fairest price, saving thousands of dollars. So as you can see here, 5 times the amount of money saved and 50% less CO2 emissions. Now let's talk a little bit about the actual token itself. Relating to the ICO, you can see the structure here. 3 rounds, of course, the earlier you get in, it is at a little bit of a cheaper price, but there is 3 rounds here. All the amount supplied decreases each round, and the price increases slightly, up to about 50% towards the end. Now for the token allocation, they have 70% going towards the token generation event, 10% private investors, 15% towards the team. That is locked until the build is complete. That's pretty key there. And 5% towards advisory services. Now let's talk a little bit about the token details as well. Like I said, the official ICO launches March 10th, 2018, and the duration is until the hard cap is reached, or May 10th, 2018. And one thing that I want to mention there is you can already join the whitelist now, actually, up until the end of day on March 10th. As you can see, the hard cap is very small, only $7.9 million. And that's something just very important to notice, because there's a lot of other ICOs, they get greedy, they have huge hard caps, and that avoids, having a small hard cap avoids a lot of conflicts of interest, and shows that the team isn't greedy, right? They're actually, aiming for an amount that will allow them to develop the project, which is really their goal here. So no concerns there. And as you can see, there will be a total supply of 100 million CRTL tokens, so cartel tokens. Now let's go over the use of the proceeds. 25% going towards research and development, building up the product and everything. Technical development, 15%. Sales and marketing, pretty big percentage as well, 25%. Obviously very important for this type of business to actually make a name for itself, right? You're going to need some marketing there, especially in the beginning. 15% towards operations, and then smaller amounts towards administration legal and capital reserves. So let's go over the actual products, because this should give you a good idea on what the main aspects of Cartel. So the first thing is the consumer portal. That's a merchant interface with embedded smart contract using proprietary scale purchase system that connects buyers from all over the world with wholesalers and manufacturers. So that actually allows the consumers basically to reach those wholesalers and manufacturers where previously that wasn't possible. The API plugin, that's the application integration to existing sites like Alibaba, Amazon, WeChat, etc. Wallets, right, enabling the sending and receipt of CCs along with the exchange into other currencies. P2P lending capability will also be included as a function of the CCW. And the business portal, which is the business-to-business platform allowing companies to compile their buying power, exploiting economies of scale, and reducing cost of goods and services. Now let's get right into the roadmap. As you can see, for Q1 to Q2, they have the rebrand, token integration and distribution, a little private alpha test, and staffing, stuff like that, basically getting things set up. Q3, we got the wallet release, partnership announcements, participating brand announcements, marketing deployment, more exchange listing, public beta. So as you can see here, they're really actually going to start making those partnership amounts and making those moves basically. For Q4, we've got iOS and Android mobile wallets, review platform testing, beta test, exchange listing, launch platform and all assets, P2P lending solution, basically where everything is really going to start coming into fruition. And one thing that I will say is that the team is working on getting out a MVP, which is a minimum viable product, within 3 to 6 months. So they're really, doing their best to get things up and running as soon as possible. They're already recruiting a sales team. And let's go over a couple more things about the project. Take a look at the team here. So very experienced team. You could even say overqualified people from KPMG, Cisco, HP, Microsoft. So a bunch of people who have already been in the business, in the industry, and who have prior experience with all of this. And like I said, if you want to check out the project, I'll have a link in the description. I'm just going to quickly go over a couple points in the white paper, just to go over the use of the proceeds. Gives a nice little idea of their main goals here. And as you can see, the proceeds raised from the ICO are intended to be used for the following purposes. So number 1, develop and implement the Cartel Coin blockchain protocol. Number 2, operating expenses related to the development, expansion, and migration of the platform to the Cartel Coin blockchain network. 3, marketing aggressively for partners as well to grow the token price. And 4, build global sales network to ratify partnerships with prime global brands. Like I said, if you're interested in checking out the project, I'll have a link in the description of this video. The public ICO starts in 6 days and 11 hours, and you can already join their whitelist right now up until the ICO, basically. Thanks for watching, everyone, and have a great day.